Hello, loves. Welcome to your weekly pick a card reading. We've got 3 sets of cards here. Set 1, set 2, set 3, represented by your coronavirus safety kit. So take a moment and see which set of cards jumps out at you. You might choose one set, you might choose 2, you might choose all 3. There's no right answer, but give yourself a moment to see which one you're most drawn to. And then follow along and we'll see what your reading is for this week. So we're going to start with set number 1 over here. And we have got Elk, the Star, gorgeous, Death in reverse, okay, and the Knight of Pentacles. All right, I'm going to read you the little blurb on the Elk card. It says, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. All right, let me just angle this down for you a little bit. All right, so there's a desire for stability, and stability that is on its way to you. We have got this Star card going on right now. The Star card has a lot of faith, hope, and optimism. This is transformation, a better transformation, a lot of creativity coming your way. This is you following your star and truly trusting that inner guidance and the divine guidance, however you see the divine, as well as following your own intuition and trusting yourself and seeing all the good in yourself and understanding that all of that is going to take you places and it's going to take you far. Really beautiful energy. And so with this Death card in reverse here, I see that you are resisting this transformation that is, wanting to happen. There's a resistance here. There's, holding you back and this unwillingness to let go. And oftentimes we do that as a way to protect ourselves. It's a self-preservation thing. It's not something that you're doing that is wrong or bad. Doesn't make you a bad person. But we all get stuck in this trap of being afraid to follow our star because we don't know what's going to happen. You have that anxiety. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to, come up along, as I go down this road. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. And so that makes you resistant to the change. It makes you a little timid, before taking that first step. But we have the Knight of Pentacles here reassuring you that you don't have to be quick. This isn't going to be a big quick change. There's no zooming, zipping, into this change, into this moment. The Knight of Pentacles is so steady and so sturdy and stable and slow. He's not about rushing into things. This isn't impulsive energy. This is very, very practical. And with that practicality, as you're moving forward and as you're deciding, what you need to release and let go of, you really want to be mindful of everything going on in your life, especially those practical matters. I know that, it's tax season in the United States, so, making sure that your taxes are all together, your forms are up to date, you've got, all the necessary documents, your money is in order, you're understanding your bank accounts, and you're being proactive about those things. Additionally, with health, you want to make sure that you are taking care of your health, especially now that we've got this little coronavirus thing going on. So making sure that you're eating right, taking care of yourself, practicing self-care, washing your hands with plain old soap and water. But, getting a grip on those practical matters and really making sure that, you're being organized and thoughtful, and that you're not rushing through to anything. But I love these 2 cards together because they're so strong and so stable, just absolutely beautiful. And the elk, and elks they're gorgeous creatures. They can be extremely gentle. They're little herbivores. All they want to do is just kind of chill out, eat some grass, make some elk love and have lots of elk babies. That's their goal in life. And they'll do that if they're left undisturbed, but they can be fierce and they can be ferocious and they can, move things out of their way. They're not They will headbutt you if you're in their way. So it's about not being afraid to use your strength to get what you need. Now, it's not being a brute. It's not being an asshole. It is using your personal strength to, stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself, and be willing to stand your ground and be firm. Because I think part of this resistance that's going on here is not just your own internal worries and stuff like that. I think that there's a lot of you that are dealing with some outside noise from other people, from your job, from, people that might be criticizing you or, casting doubts in your mind. And it's really about standing up to that and cutting them out, cutting those words out or cutting their influence out and moving on from it so that you can reach this beautiful, beautiful point with the star card. So it's not going to happen overnight. This is not fast energy for you right now. There's still some work that you need to do internally to decide, what you need to let go of, what's holding you back, and allowing yourself to feel safe in letting go of those things, allowing yourself to feel safe and secure in releasing. Like, you are safe to release what you need to release in order to get yourself to this point. Take it slow, be gentle with yourself, and, on a semi-related note, be smart, be organized, and be practical with everything that you are doing. But beautiful energy. I love it. So as a nice one to start off with, let's go to set number 2. And we have got the dog. It's so cute. The 8 of Swords. Justice. And the Ace of Swords. Okay, wow. Interesting. Okay. So right off the bat, well, first let me read the dog blurb for you before I forget. It says, your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. Okay. Now I want you to look at these cards, Justice and the 8 of Swords. Right off the bat, you can notice they've got their eyes covered. They're blindfolded. Even this Ace of Swords here, his view seems to be a bit obstructed, or you can't really see the eyes and the face because the sword is in the way. Now, this is the tough love section of this reading. This is about cutting out your own bullshit. And I think a few of you have been in similar readings with me before. It's cut that out. Like, seriously, cut that out. Full House reference. Okay, anyway. The Ace of Swords. Absolutely, this is your power, you speaking up, you owning your power, owning who you are, and really being effective in how you communicate that to the world, to those around you. The Ace of Swords is a powerful new beginning. You see the little laurel wreath here, very victorious. There's a lot of personal strength imagery going on here as well. The Ace of Swords also cuts through bullshit, okay? And what we've got is there's something that you don't want to look at. There's something that you don't want to see, something that you don't want to acknowledge. There's a truth there that you know what's true. You know what you need to do. You know what's right. But you're hesitant and you're reluctant and you're not allowing yourself to take that blindfold off. So this, as I said to the people in the first set, it's not a terrible thing. It's not because you're just lazy or terrible or anything like that, because you've been hurt in the past. There's reason why you worry. There's reason why you're reluctant. The 8 of Swords, you can see her here, surrounded by swords, tied up with a rope, got a blindfold on. But one of the most striking things is she's tied up by this rope, but it's just like her hands are out. And it's not tight. Nothing is tight on her. She's not in a cage. She can step away from these swords. She can unwrap herself from this rope and she can just pull that blindfold off. But she's so stuck in her mind. She's swirling in this soup of negative emotions and negative thoughts, self-doubt, and some of that self-doubt is coming from things that she's experienced in the past. And some of that self-doubt is also coming from, the chattering of other people. And that's what I'm seeing with this dog energy. And dog energy is not bad energy. Dogs are loyal and they are fun and they are joyful and they are optimistic, and that's great energy to have in a reading. But with the message on here about serving too many masters, I think the too many masters that you are serving are the doubts that you're casting in your own mind and the doubts that other people are casting upon you. You are serving these. You're letting too many people have an opinion about what you want to do. Too many people are having an opinion, or they're really getting to you, getting underneath of your skin about a decision that you need to make and about this truth that you need to look at. So because of that, it's really clouding your vision and affecting the way that you see things. But you really do need to allow yourself to just open your eyes and see the truth and start making some decisions from there. Because that's the other aspect of this reading. There is a choice that you need to make, and you need to carefully consider how it's going to affect you and how it's going to affect others. But you don't want to be getting so hung up on how it's going to affect others, and you don't want to be getting so hung up on the opinions and the kind of nonsense that other people are sort of driving your way. It's one thing to be concerned about the health and well-being of other people, but it's another thing if, these like these Karens and Chads of the world are kind of like nitpicking with you, and that's getting into your mind. That's what we're talking about cutting out right now. So you want to bring some more of that balance into your life by really allowing yourself to get out of this headspace, because once you're getting out of this headspace and once you're really seeing the truth of the matter and acknowledging the way that things are, you're going to be bringing yourself to this Ace of Swords moment, this, this victory and this beginning and this, very, very, very forward movement. I mean, this is very strong energy right here. And this is serving you to act as like that opportunity, this new beginning. And it's also wants to serve you by helping you see the truth, see things for how they are, and cut out the bullshit. So that is your message for the week, is to cut out the bullshit. Don't serve all the masters of the doubts and the worries and the anxieties and all of that. Acknowledge those fears, acknowledge those anxieties, as I always say, but tell them thank you for everything that they've done for you so far, and tell them to F off. It is time for you to move into like this newer, lighter moment, this coming in, it's time for you to come more into your power and to really be able to like speak up for yourself, stand tall. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Speaking of speaking up for yourself, standing tall, standing strong, and really, really focusing on this stuff rather than this stuff. All right. So just a tiny bit of tough love, but it's not all bad. It's just encouragement to allow that, negativity that sometimes pops in our mind to just, as much as you can control it, to kind of let it go. It's hard to let things go easily all the time, but, control what you can. All right. On to set number 3. We have got the kiwi. Oh, they're so cute. All right. Nice. The King of Wands. Beautiful. Wow. Okay. The Queen of Wands. Shit. That's some strong energy. A lot of creativity just right here. Wow. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Well, this reading's over. This is a great set. Just go home. Let's not even talk about it. This is very good. Okay. Kiwi. This says do a walking meditation each day for the next week. I think that's because with this really strong energy right now, very, very determined, very busy energy, you need to take some time for yourself. So get outside if you can, out in nature. Don't shake hands with anybody. Just get yourself outside in the sunshine and take a walk. And, if you meditate, then meditate. If you don't, just, something that allows you to clear your head where you're not thinking about like all your hard work and all of your obligations. But the kiwi is a very interesting little critter. He's very sacred over there in New Zealand. Symbol of protection. These guys are also a symbol of adaptability, being able to adapt to your environment, being able to change if things don't work out. They are a prey animal, so they're susceptible to predators, so they need to be able to adapt and move, from habitat to habitat in order to be safe. They prefer forests, but they can thrive in other areas such as grasslands and whatnot if needed in order to, have a healthier life, be away from predators, and be in a better habitat. Another thing about the kiwi is that they lay extremely large eggs. And so they are a symbol of creation, a symbol of new beginnings, of bringing forth this new creative energy. Compared to any other bird, the kiwi, it lays an egg very large in proportion to its body. No other bird lays eggs with such a huge difference in proportion to their body. Kiwis also have a great sense of smell, which is unusual in birds. A lot of birds actually don't have a sense of smell. So they're able to suss out, what's good for them, what is not, and find, the food that they eat, the little critters that they eat. So this is really a lot of energy of being able to focus, being able to adapt, and being able to be creative. So seeing that with the King and Queen of Wands. Wands are, this is passionate energy, creative energy. And with the Wands, it's putting that creation, that creativity and passion into action. What actions are you going to take? And these are determined. Both of these are very, very determined individuals. They are optimistic individuals. They are, very sure-footed. These are the people that they're leaders, and they're effective leaders, and they know they're good at it, but they're not jerks about it. They're not, getting, big egos about it. The Queen of Wands, it reminds me of like those, like the Pinterest moms or the moms at the PTAs, or somebody that that you need to like organize like a last minute event or a last minute party, and they're the ones that come up with like boom, 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 like all these creative ideas, just like rapid fire, and they're able to organize things, and they're able to like rally the troops and really lead people. So does the King of Wands. I love the energy of the two of them together. And I think for some of you, this is actually like a business partnership. This is getting together with somebody who kind of shares that similar creative energy, shares your enthusiasm, shares your that sense of how you want to take action. And the two of you inspire one another as well. And so you're not like butting heads, you're, taking inspiration from one another and joining it together and bringing it into some bigger, creative endeavor, much like the kiwi. So like you got like daddy kiwi and mama kiwi, they're bringing all of that creative energy together to make their big, gigantic baby kiwi eggs, so, really, this is absolute, I love it. I love it. This is you being sure in yourself. This is you taking that role of being a leader, taking that role saying, yes, I have this idea, or I've already implemented this plan, and I'm going to see it through. I'm going to bring it to fruition. And because I'm going to do that and follow my, my ideas, follow along with my plan, and I'm going to lead other people, I'm getting to this point. This is security and stability. This is financial abundance, but like really like that secure feeling and trying to think of how I want to word it. This is you like planning for the future. You're taking this momentum here, right? And this work momentum, this creative momentum, because you're planning to get to this point, this here and this kiwi energy, like all that creative energy, the cooperation, the leadership, the optimism, the balance, all of that is bringing you to this point. You're setting things up for the future. You're setting things up for your family, because you don't want stability just for yourself. You want stability for your family, whether it's for your children, your grandchildren, helping your parents out, helping siblings out, or any other loved ones, friends or coworkers. You're creating this very solid foundation, so that the future is going to look good for you, and it's going to look good for further generations for you as well. One small note for a few of you, there's marriage here. So getting married, getting engaged, setting up a household, that kind of partnership, coming together, two people coming together, and it's all love, and you are setting up your household, you're setting up your future, you're making plans for marriage, or you're making plans for a much more solid commitment, or making plans even for children and whatnot. But not for all of you, but for some of you, that is definitely the energy that I am seeing here. But it's just utterly fantastic. Like, congratulations to those of you who picked set number 3, because it's absolutely beautiful, and I really see so much balance coming into your life. And like, you are working hard, like you are really, really mastering your own life. You really have, and you have been, you've been working hard for a while, and this is just like, hey, good job. You're really balancing things out and taking your role in this world seriously, and you're leading, and you are creating, and you are inspiring others, and it's a fantastic thing, and it's going to continue to work out very well for you. So beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. All right, so those are your readings for this week. I hope that you've enjoyed them. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me either in the comment sections or privately at thirdeyelioness@gmail.com. Please avoid messaging me through Facebook because it sucks. If you want your own personal reading, I've left links on how to get that, and I will see you again next week. A lot of love to you. Don't forget, wash your hands for 20 minutes and just fist bump people, and please be healthy, be safe, and again, tons and tons of love to you all. Thank you. Bye bye.